Hey guys, just a reminder, this is not official medical advice. For such, please seek an appointment with a licensed medical provider.
Hi, this is Dr. Tom Rogers coming to you today with a weekly podcast of the Common Sense MD. June is Dairy Month, and I'm here on a dairy, Brookhaven Farms with Jake, who runs Brookhaven Farms, who we love because of all their no pesticide, no hormone, no nothing, grass-fed A2 cows. And so we're going to celebrate a little bit today. I've been wanting to get out here for months. We've talked about it on a couple other podcasts, and you know, this brings me, I love this place. Just being out here at your farm is just incredible. I've learned more about cows this morning than I have in my whole lifetime. They have 4 chambers to their stomachs, right?
That's right. That's right. They have 1 stomach and 4 chambers.
Yeah, just like your heart does. But in any event, we're here, and actually we're drinking some of this raw chocolate milk. We've got some interesting stories to tell today about milk, and we'll concentrate on the beef later, but as you know, you can order chicken, any poultry, beef, eggs, milk from Brookhaven Farms. Just go there and you can even pick them up at our offices. I put freezers in all our offices because I believe in them so much. I can actually drink milk again, whereas I couldn't because I'm extremely lactose intolerant. But actually when I drink this, it makes my stomach feel better.
Isn't that wild?
It's crazy about raw milk. Read about it, but it's been, you know, demonized through the years, but actually it's very good for you, just like a lot of other things you don't know about. But anyway, Jake,
Yes,
you
sir.
grew up on this farm.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yep, I grew up working on this dairy farm. This farm is the reason Brookhaven exists, because I grew up working on a dairy farm, and it taught me everything about farming. I caught the bug when I was a little kid, working with my hands, working with my back, being outside every day. And it really taught me how to really work hard and value the animals and their daily lives.
Everything out here is humane.
Absolutely.
I think that's a big difference between a lot of other dairy farms. When we talked about a little bit, because, you know, because I'm lactose intolerant, I used to try to get some Fairlife milk, and you know, I tolerated it okay, but then when I drank this stuff, it actually didn't not only bother me, but I actually felt better for your immune system. Tell me about A2 cattle versus regular cattle.
Yeah, so A2 is an enzyme that is genetically passed down through the dairy cows. And so when that genetic is passed through, their calf has it, and then their milk, it's in their milk as well. So A2 is an enzyme that helps break down a lot of things and is really good for your gut health. I think it was interesting when you were talking earlier about the lactose intolerant. And what's crazy to me is that all these companies think that you should take a lactase pill or one of those pills after you drink milk, but with raw milk, it's already in there. Yep. God knew that we needed that enzyme to break down the milk, so he put it in the milk. And then when you are in the pasteurization process, that enzyme is killed and removed from the milk.
Along with a lot of other good stuff, right?
Bacteria for your gut health, for your immune system, you know, a lot of the vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, K2, vitamin B12, potassium, magnesium, all of these wonderful things that we need in our body, that our body craves, is removed during that pasteurization process.
You know, I'm a big believer in probiotics and things, but really you could get most of it through raw milk and probably grass-fed beef liver.
That's right.
You know, to be honest with you. But in looking at these cows, and I mean, it's amazing how much these guys eat and drink a day. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So our dairy cows on average eat about 100 pounds of food a day. For reference, that's if you took a wheelbarrow and just heaped it up, that's how much food it would be. Forage and leafy grasses, and then they drink around 60 gallons of water a day. If you think about it, here at Brookhaven Farms, we ensure that our cows have the highest quality forage and water that they possibly can, because that's what their body turns into milk.
So you told me that you can't feed just grass to a regular cow. They have to be the A2 cattle. And your cattle, you pick out specifically, don't you drive all the way to Missouri at times?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've driven to Missouri. We also bought a lot of cattle out of Idaho and North Dakota. And it doesn't matter. The state doesn't really matter. It just matters about quality. And so we say this to say there's no limit unreached when it comes to your quality of product or the safety that we ensure with our raw milk. And that leads me to another point. I would argue that our farm is one of the only farms where our raw milk gets tested every day. So before our raw milk leaves this farm, we know if there's any issues with our milk. And then we have invested in infrastructure, cooling trailers and trucks to ensure that the safety handling of our products stay good.
And your product goes all over the place too, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Our raw milk stays, our raw pet milk stays in the state of Tennessee right now because it can't pass state lines. But other than that, then it goes all around the state of Tennessee.
Do you hear a song playing right now?
I do. Is that my guy? Who is that?
Yeah, that's America. Horse with No Name. That's my favorite song.
Okay.
I play the guitar. So that's why my phone's playing a song. But we'll listen to it
Yeah,
while
that's
we
right.
talk.
A little bit of background music.
So these cattle, you don't use any pesticides or antibiotics or any of the stuff that we don't want in
That's right.
our food or our milk or any of that.
That's right, 100%. There's no antibiotics, no steroids, no pesticides, herbicides that's going to be affecting us in our milk.
That's just incredible. And that's why you check it every day. Now, there may be a little difference in raw milk and pasteurized milk in that it may not have the shelf life of pasteurized milk.
That's right. And the reason that we have this product, which I just call milk, but it started in the early 1900s. People were getting sick and they blamed the milk. But in reality, it was a lot of poor handling, a lack of infrastructure on keeping things cool. They didn't have big Freightliner reefer trucks in the 1900s. They were still riding ponies. So that's when milk got a bad rap, and so they legalized the sale of raw milk, or they made it illegal to sell it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's crazy how we've been so long and we've not had raw milk legalized. I think if we look back in history, though, we've been drinking milk for this long, and we've been drinking pasteurized milk or ultra high processed milk for about this much of the time. So
Have you noticed people aren't getting any healthier?
that's yeah.
So
Yeah.
you really have to seek out your food and what you drink. Otherwise, you're just pouring a lot of toxins in your body.
That's right.
If you can do anything organic with vegetables and fruits, you should do it, especially if they have a thin skin. And if you like to eat meat, which we do, I could almost call myself a carnivore.
Yeah.
You need to eat grass-fed beef from A2 cattle and drink the raw milk, which I found very, very healthy for me. What other things should we talk about? Now you have, your beef is just amazing. That hamburger beef that you have, to me it's like a steak.
Absolutely.
It tastes nothing like what I get at the grocery stores.
Yeah, and I think we have to ask ourselves two questions, Tom. I think we have to ask ourselves, well, the first question, what are they doing in the grocery stores to make it so bad? And the next question is when you have grass-fed animals, grass-finished animals, none of that greenwashing where every cows eat grass, but when you have a true grass-fed, grass-finished animal, you can't just feed it any old grass. You have to feed it high-quality fescue, Timothy, orchard, sorghum Sudan. We even plant certain grasses because we know that it's going to sweeten the meat and have that really good taste.
And you told me that grass is almost like a natural antibiotic to them. That's why you don't need to give them antibiotics, right?
Absolutely. One of my people that we follow, mentor, Joel Salatin, he told the entire world in the industry and the poultry business that one blade of grass for each chicken would cure the bird flu. That whole bird flu outbreak we had, they said, just give the chickens some fresh grass and that will fix them. So
I don't think they wanted to fix them. Do you? What
Nah.
was going on with that? Was that a kind of a hoax and a scam?
I don't want to discount the farmers that went through some hard times, but a A lot of it was controlling the market. We weren't affected by it, so I don't have any firsthand experience, but according to my buddies and my friends, there was a lot of shady stuff going on. You know, something that I'm proud of as a farm is when eggs went to $10 a dozen, we never changed our egg price, because we believe in the transparency of if your inputs don't change, then your product shouldn't change. Your price of your product shouldn't change. So we tried to really help our customers out in that time.
Well, you did a good job, and you continued to. You weathered that storm, and actually it made you stronger because people realize, I want my food coming from a place that we know it's clean.
That's right.
It's not tampered with, and that the animals are treated in a very humane way.
That's right.
Their meats, their eggs, your poultry, this milk, which we're going to drink more of to celebrate June Health Month. And then we're going to eat some of your great yogurt, right?
Yeah, let's try some yogurt out.
Let's drink a little bit of this, Harl.
Oh, I'm telling you, that'd make a tadpole smack a whale. That is good.
I like what you said. Hey, were those the organic twins that just came up here?
I think so, yeah.
Do they hang out up here?
Oh, no, this is the first time they've been here, but I think they're starting to like it.
They'll be back.
They'll be back.
Tell me about this yogurt. Is this a maple?
This is the maple yogurt. We have maple, plain, and vanilla right now. And I tell you what.
Man, that is good.
It's almost like ice cream, isn't it?
I've had the vanilla, but not the maple. You think that's better for you than ice cream?
I reckon so. You're the doctor. I don't know. I'm just an old farmer, but
I know it is. That tastes so good.
Man, we might just have to cut this here and finish this bowl.
I need a little more than this.
Yeah, we might need some of this.
So tell me about your website, and which is an impressive website, and how people can get this stuff from you.
Absolutely. So our website's www.brookhavenfarms.net. And because we're celebrating June Dairy Month, we have all of our dairy products on sale. And so, 30-40% off on pretty much all of our dairy products. So we are super, super excited for Dairy Month and celebrating Dairy Month. And we just want to share the great products that we offer to our customer base. And I think that's why we wanted to come talk to you today, is just, celebrate all the dairymen out there. It's a profession that not many people are doing now. It's kind of a dying thing.
It's hard.
And, if we don't support our local dairies, we won't have good dairy products moving forward. So, we love performance medicine. We love what they stand for. I take their vitamins every single day. The super vitamin and the stress vitamin and just everything.
Thank you. Well, you're a good man. You're a hard worker. You learned your ethics right on this farm.
That's right.
That's what's impressive to me. Because if you work hard, and you're absolutely killing it out here. This Brookhaven Farms is, in my opinion, the best farms in the country.
I appreciate
you
that.
rank up there because, there's bigger farms,
That's right.
but not better. And you're just at the right size where you crank it out and you do it right. I'm very proud of you, Jake.
Thank you, Dr. Rogers. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Means a lot.
So visit Brookhaven Farms. It's incredible. I eat something from there every day of my life. And I hope to continue that till I'm 100, 110 maybe.
Hey, I tell Katie and Carter all the time, you're going to live till you're 400 years old. Look at you.
If I keep doing this, I will.
That's right. We'll keep eating this
Thanks
yogurt.
to you. Thanks to your organic twins and for coming out here today.
That's
thanks
right.
to Jenny for filming this. And
That's it.
We'll continue. We'll do more of this. I want to go to the cattle farm next.
Let's go. We're gonna head up there and see our beef cattle. We'll talk about rotational grazing, why that's important, and the whole nine. So we are super excited for June Dairy Month. Remember, all of our dairy products are on sale. Go see Dr. Rogers. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next week.
Here we go. Hey, it's Jake, Brookhaven Farms. We're here with one of our little heifer calves, and she's just hanging out with me and Dr. Rogers. I think it's gonna be Dr. Rogers' new assistant. No, she's a good calf, and we're just here and want to show you guys that we're a real farm, real people, real animals, and we provide real food.